So here we are. It is technically Season 5 now. This is round 2 of the 2020 ESR Academy, now featuring 3 GT3 cars. I'm Ayrton Tobin, and who am I joined with?
Cole McRae.
And I am Guile from Street Fighter. That's it.
Alright, Ayrton Tobin, Cole McRae, and Guile from Street Fighter. Well,
solid.
So smooth.
Quinn Smith just took pole position here, looking very fast. He did a bit of a wiggle there. It honestly looked like, I don't know if that was some sort of celebration wiggle. It didn't look like he lost it. Kind of.
It looks like he did. I think he ran wide at the final corner and ended up on the grass and sort of tried to save it and overcorrected. Then he had tank slapper and then he ended up on the inside wall.
He was shaking his moneymaker, is what he was doing, I believe. That's a technical term.
Alright. We are Brands Hatch, as I'm sure most people can tell by looking at it.
And also the title.
That too. That too.
I don't know.
So we just have the, it's no longer a spec series, but we have 3 cars, the Bentley, the McLaren, the Aston Martin. Matt, you were saying these cars are all pretty safe cars to drive. Why they were chosen?
Yeah, I've driven the Aston, the Bentley, and the McLaren. They're on the safer end of GT3 cars. I think they're the 3 safest. Coming from the Lamborghini, the McLaren is godsend.
Which is really interesting considering the Super Trofeo Cup we were running last time is like even unsafer than all of the GT3s. Yeah. So kind of interesting steps.
But, I guess maybe it's the next step for these guys to get into GT3 machinery.
Yeah, sure.
It must be pretty stable to drive because I'm not seeing a single incident having shown up so far during the session.
I don't know, at the beginning of last season I thought it was kind of rough to be putting them through the ringer, but I mean it ended up like, trial by fire, kind of, throwing them in the deep end. It ended up, I think, caused them a lot of growth, and I don't know, we've only been into race 2 and unfortunately our standings are not currently updated, but it's been alright, it's been pretty exciting.
Yeah, we'll manage.
Yes, unfortunately, our standings are not updated yet. Cough, cough, someone get on that. But I can tell you the results, and therefore the standings, from race 1 are someone in a Bentley. That's all I know. Someone in a Bentley won. Larry Foster was second.
That was Q Smith. Q Smith was
okay,
the Bentley.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
So Smith took the first win, followed by Larry Foster, Zach Bennett. See, those two are picking up where they left off at the end of last season. And then looks like Josh McLaughlin was 4th. He's not here today. David James, Cliff Hemian, David Nelson, Dave Jones, Shangfeng Fei, and Sloper. So we have a couple new names in for race number 2, and missing a couple people.
Justin says Paluk is Neptune, Smith is Neutral Jungle, and Dave Ono is Dave Nelson.
Yes. Oh, I know Dave Nelson. Alright, qualifying comes to a close. Looks like we've got Smith, Silvestri, Jones, Hemian, Foster, James, Bennett, Nelson, Picha, and Kuna in the top 10. Decent sized crowd, 14 today.
Not too bad at all. We'll be pleased to see them in the next GT3 series.
Now, you two did the first race. I was not there for that. I want to say this new season, is it still a 40-minute race, no pit stop?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. It's the same format. Not a whole lot has changed aside from the cars. I mean, ACC's track limitations notwithstanding, there's not a whole lot to change.
I like this car livery.
Me too.
And they're not allowing custom liveries in this series, right?
Which makes sense.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised they allowed it last season.
Well, I loved last season when it was just, blocky shapes, but everyone ran their custom colors.
I think because the Super Trofeo only has one actual livery, so there's no way anyway to differentiate.
That makes sense.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm getting word from our Grandmaster Justin over here that looks like Zach and Smith, that would be Zach Bennett,
Bennett,
and Q Smith. They are both running 45 kilograms of ballast.
Q Smith
It
has
makes sense.
balance?
They're the first two.
Although it
Matt?
appears it is not slowing down Smith.
Not at all.
Yes, well, the Bentley is already 700 kilograms heavier, so what's an extra 45?
Exactly.
I think Smith may be a little too quick for these guys.
That was the same
Yeah.
livery that Verstappen drove last
Mhm.
season in the ACC series.
And Butler.
Well,
Yeah.
he has the speed, but we'll see. Certainly, if last season taught us anything, it's early in the season. Speed is far from a guaranteed win.
Well, he seems to have a pretty good combination of speed and composure.
spacecraft.
We'll have to see if that holds him off through the entire season, but
It would be interesting if we could get kind of a. I might ask if each driver could give us a very short little, autobiography. Basically, in a couple sentences, what is your experience coming in here? Some of them might be, oh wow, that surprises. Some others might be, ah yes, I see.
yeah, you'll be graded on content, not completion. So this will dictate your ability to get into higher series in the ESR. We're gonna enforce this starting today.
Yep. I do appreciate the graphics when the cars are on the jacks on the grid there.
Yes.
They don't actually put them on the jacks on the starting line, do they?
Look, not in real life, but
Yeah.
in this they do.
So
And it looks funny.
How many? We had more than 6 rounds last time, didn't we?
I think it's 6.
Huh.
Here they sit. Definitely got eyes on Silvestri. He had a lot of speed the few times we saw him last season.
So I don't remember if we did this last season, but this season we're implementing a rule of fastest lap in the race gets 3 points, and qualifying on the pole gets an extra point.
Ah, good to know.
So,
Q
yes.
Smith is on a roll so far. We'll see if he can translate that qualifying performance to a race win.
Alright, here we have our camera from our ultra steady pilot. Very nice flying there. I don't know how you can keep it that
Yeah,
steady.
it's pretty astonishing. I mean, you can see there's not much wind in the trees, but flying a
God.
helicopter so precisely is difficult to say the least.
It's almost like it's driven by a computer. Jeez.
I don't know about that, Matt.
That's kind of ridiculous, man. I know AI development is picking up, but we're not.
It's the Terminator. They warned us about this.
Although they did have planes that could fly and land themselves in the 60s, so maybe helicopters by now would be not a big deal. I never know.
Yeah, they could hover themselves.
Okay, so they're gonna start rolling through the old Clark curve.
Shout out to the Lockheed L1011. You're too good for this
That's
world.
what I was thinking of.
Alright, so Silvestri is out in front a little bit. Might hold back.
It should be clearer than the start yesterday in the RF2 series. The guy who was supposed to start next to me on the front row was like behind me by like a couple car lengths and like beside Paul.
Ugh.
And here we go.
Yeah, so Silvestri
Super clean
is somehow
so far.
it says he's in first, but I don't think that's correct.
Well, Silvestri's in second. He's in a McLaren there.
All looking
Oh,
pretty clean.
so Dave Nelson's in second? What is this? This is not correct.
Silvestri went for the pass.
Silvestri around the outside, okay.
Around the outside, around the outside.
Freaky.
Seen a couple instances popping up. We'll get a look at those in a moment. For now, looks like Silvestri's taking the lead from Smith. Hemian's second and third.
Nice.
Oh, is that David Nelson looking around the outside back there?
I do see David
Going
Nelson.
around David Jones. Oh, little tippity touch.
Yeah, you don't want to go too wide there. It's not going to end well for you.
Ooh, I guess
He's
ballast can
very
be
aggressive.
adjusted on the fly. Justin is reporting that after qualifying, Smith was actually bumped up to 60 kilograms ballast.
He's almost got a full Matt Higgs on board with him.
Hey.
All right, got a lot of cutting going on there.
I don't know. Is that heavy? I don't know commie units.
All right, so I'm seeing some incidents, but no one's really off. So looks like it was a pretty clean first lap.
I'm just reading that 60 kilograms is 132 freedom pounds. So I don't know why you'd be offended, Matt.
That's actually not far off.
Oh man, riding here, Smith
I thought I was in lightweight.
lost the lead, but we saw in qualifying he has all the pace to take the lead back. Oh,
Ooh,
my.
ooh, it was a little bit of hesitation. Oh, or no, maybe he got undercut by Cliff.
Yeah, Hemian came through and Silvestri kind of had to abort that pass.
Wait, so Sylvester had to abort the...
Smith.
Yeah, sorry. Smith, not
okay.
Silvestri. Alright, so Sylvester's got 2 big Bentleys in his mirror. Although I'm sure he'll be happy to see them racing each other.
I would. I'd be celebrating.
If I remember right, the Bentleys aren't particularly fast in a straight line in this game.
They have a lot of downforce. Because they're generally where the car's engine is dictates on how aerodynamic and how much downforce they can produce. So the Bentley being front engine will be producing more downforce than McLaren, which is mid-engine.
Okay.
I'm
There goes
kinda-
Smith. He's taking some very unorthodox lines through these turns, looking everywhere for these passes.
There's
Of
Dave
the
Jones
3 cars, at least that I've driven, I've only spent a cursory amount of time with each, but in my experience, Brands Hatch seems to be a poor match for the Bentleys. Just, I found them to be very understeery. So I would think the McLarens would do especially well here, but apparently that's not the case.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Matt said, all 3 of these cars were chosen because they're fairly soft and understeery. So I don't think anyone has a huge advantage here.
The McLaren team is more balanced. It's my favorite of the 3.
I need to see if they allow tuning of their setups. They probably do.
So here we have 2 guys, Nelson and Foster. These 2 know what it's like to race each other more than anyone else in the field.
I agree with you, big time. There's John Petrie and a crisp 13th. Oh no, Palooka's out.
Okay, it looks like Hemian's losing a little bit of pace here.
Oh, Keith Smith got around him, and I noticed.
There we go. For the lead. What was that sound?
What's that?
Sounds like we're getting attacked by the
I was gonna
Luftwaffe.
there was a gunshot in the distance at Brands Hatch. Okay.
The Luftwaffe is back.
I'm really digging this realism.
Yeah. Battleground Brands Hatch. Coming to Battlefield 5 soon.
No.
I don't see any rules specifically forbidding tuning cars, so I assume that they are allowed to.
Oh, Foster.
Larry Foster with a hard dive under David Nelson.
Can he hold it? Yeah.
Good
Nice.
pass, good pass.
Kind of got to force her way in there through that turn, and he did it.
Looks like
Oh,
David Nelson's
boy.
gonna have it through friggin' Druids. I almost couldn't remember the name of that corner, but he's sticking in. Oh, a little bit up. Oh, wow.
Okay,
That was
okay.
a nice spin recovery from David.
Fair
He
play right
almost,
there.
started
David kind
losing
of closed the door and paid for it a little bit.
Zach Bennett is looking really racy behind.
Looks like up front, Smith still hounding Silvestri.
His track is very difficult to pass on, so he'll have his work cut out.
It's got some setup opportunities, but there's only a few.
I think maybe one turn to get pass it to
Dave
Jones.
Jones.
I think it is.
Well, into Druids, out of Surtees, out of Clark.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of force a pass, but there's no.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
kinda clear
these
cut.
turns are passes where you just have to get a run out of the previous one and then just throw yourself up the inside, and the outside guy kind of has to give away at that point.
Because this track has a lot of late apexes and a lot
Yeah.
of difficult lines. It's only
That's
really
right.
one turn.
This track is really just all about bullying the guy in front of you, just saying, hey, I'm the side, you're gonna want to move.
I love it. First time I saw this track was when I played Gran Turismo 5 back in the day. I never heard of
You were
it.
a
Such a
PlayStation
ridiculous
guy?
name. Yeah. Give,
Oh,
hey,
yes.
hey! I had friends that went through 4 Xboxes with the red rings, and I had my PS3 for over 7 years. So
I only had that with one of my Xboxes. Oh, Smith is hounding him.
So Sylvester and Smith are pulling out a pretty good lead over Jones. And
Like right here, he could just throw it up the inside. Ooh.
Oh, pulled out. That
I
would
get
be a
some
good
weird
idea.
latency issues here. Not sure which one's doing that. I hope these guys are seeing something more stable than we are. Otherwise,
Oh,
that
well,
would not
he-
be fun to race with.
He had a little bit of snap oversteer. It seemed like Quinn was able to recover, but didn't help
nice
his
job hanging on.
move.
Oh.
David Nelson, bold move around the outside of Sterling's. Woo! That didn't end up working out, but could have been epic.
Is that Cliff there? I think so.
No, that is who is that?
Something's got a little choppy there for a minute.
Yeah, it's Cliff,
Sorry
you're
to
right.
reviewers, but I think we're returning to full rate.
We're streaming on Twitch, correct?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Is Martin in chat?
No, I'm just looking at my upload rate. It's dipping.
It is dipping. Oh, Q Smith. Oh, he really wants to get by him.
Nah, he's
Oh,
kind of
no,
idle
just-
about it. He's just like, you know, I could go by or I couldn't, you know.
Cole, are
I
you
think I'll
downloading
make
something
a
over there?
mistake.
Nope.
Okay, it's back.
I wouldn't be so foolish to download something while we're streaming.
Alright, we got some pretty good
Let's
fights
see
here,
here.
little tandems.
And
Looks like Nelson made his way around him.
Tractor looks like some trees.
I prefer looking at trees.
Ouch.
Okay, so Dave Jones made his way past Foster up to third.
Way to go.
We had a bunch of switcheroos. So what happened to the third place Bentley? Was that
Hemian. It's like
that
he's
Hemian?
had some issues and fallen back to sixth. Yeah, that was Hemian who was up there in second at one point. Oh, is he gonna stick it? No?
So Dave Nelson is on the charge. He's making his way up the field.
It's just druids right here.
Again,
You can really pass
Druids
with
is this
more.
one, yeah. Well, Quinn is making he's definitely making a pace line, not a passing line.
I think he needs a little more ballast.
Do you? I mean, looks like he's
Maybe
battling pretty
5,
good
10
with
kilograms
Sylvester.
more.
Well, third and fourth are starting to reel in these leaders.
You
Yes,
can almost,
that's what happens.
at least in my unprofessional opinion, it seems like you can see Quinn starting to maybe lose a little bit of nerve. He's kind of diving on turns where he really doesn't have the opportunity clearly laid out.
You
Oh,
know,
good shot.
if you keep throwing those
Awesome.
jabs in there, at one point you might spook the guy in front of you. Just stay in his head.
Derek Winter straight, Westfield.
I always forget just how much everyone kind of has to cut every turn at Brands Hatch.
Sheets.
Oh, Larry Foster.
Very fast.
Getting a little hot.
Turn in. Sterling's. Oh. Good to clear leads.
Just reading all the turn names.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. So, any chance you get a look at Silvestri's best lap?
Sure thing.
126.5 for Quinn.
126.8 for Silvestri.
Okay, not too bad. Only 3/10 off him, so.
Ooh,
It's pretty
125.9 for Foster.
Ooh, Foster's on a roll.
Yeah. 126.5.
Don't run out the
126.0.
wide too. You can't run out too wide on Graham Hill. You still get a track limits penalty.
That is, perhaps it's just not counting their best laps because they cut somewhere. I have a hard time. Has Nelson really ran a fastest lap than either of our two leaders? I mean, he is catching them, so I guess
it's
so.
possible.
He has kind of been in clean air while they've been racing each other.
They are battling, and
Yeah.
third, fourth, and fifth are generally starting to close.
Yeah, really. We got a fantastic little train forming here.
And he's catching up with Foster still, so
I'm sure these
we
guys
could
in
be-
third, fourth, and fifth really want to see Silvestri holding off Quinn there. Don't let him get out front, get away.
as we see, as we pass our halfway point, no one's left.
Who else is looking?
Palooka's fallen from 11th to 14th. Nelson's made his way from 8th to 5th. James has gone likewise from 6th to 3rd.
Let's see if Jones can give us a good view of this race fight up front. They're all taking very different lines through these turns. Some are diving much deeper than others. But some
Ooh, Larry
fantastic
Foster.
clean racing.
Larry Foster almost follows it in the Druids. So I'm kind of curious. Oh,
That move
Oh,
right there, I have to question that. If you weren't gonna commit to it,
well,
then
he's been
why
doing-
did you kind of, throw away the entrance there?
He's been doing that, as I've kind of noted the last lap. He's kind of been doing that for the last few laps. Dave Nelson hot on the tail of Larry Foster. 2 laps ago, he was 1.1 seconds down. He's up to 0.2 seconds down. So making some great pace.
Yeah, David showing that usual late race charm he puts on.
But yeah, I mean, it could be a tactic, like you said earlier. Quinn just trying to frazzle Silvestri and get him thinking too much. Ooh, we got a turn marker on the track. But to me, it looks like he's almost kind of frazzling himself a little bit.
I mean, I'm all for, keeping the pressure on,
going around the
showing
inside.
moves, but not if it's compromising your exit to the turn like that.
Maybe there's a chance that he kind of struggles with Surtees. That doesn't seem super likely, but we'll see.
I mean, on the other hand, if you were a slower driver struggling to keep up, yeah, you wouldn't want to compromise your exit. The fact that he can compromise it and kind of throw away each turn.
Aliens out of Druids. Oh, forcing Silvestri to the outside.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
Silvestri has the inside for Graham Hill.
oh, Silvestri can kind of push him.
Yep. McLaren having the better turn in with
Silvestri wasn't able to close it off, though.
And now Quinn with his signature dive into Surtees.
Can Silvestri pinch him down? Get a run out?
It looks
They
like
both
it.
got on at the same time.
Yep. So he's gonna have the inside for Hawthorne.
That's why it's straight line speed. Oh, here's Dave Jones.
This is gonna be tough.
Can he
wow!
pounce?
Quit. Wow, he does. What happened to Silvestri there?
I feel like
Oh, no, no.
Oh
What?
no! What? That was the lag spike, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, when Smith is off, Silvestri is sideways. What's going on? Jones, what happened, Jones? Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh, punting to Nelson. Oh no! But it looks like not too big of a
Oh,
thing.
boy. And the Bentley
he-
comes crushing through, pushing
Flip
things out of his
heavy
way.
Hemian just laying waste to everything in his path. The twin Bentleys showing a force. Good recovery for Dave Jones and Nelson, but
All right, we know we can see a replay of this right here.
so yeah, he hits Silvestri. That allows, who was that? Foster to go around? Oh,
Yeah, this is back to live. So through all that, Silvestri managed to hold on to second. Now Foster, and just look at the gap. Smith has already opened up 2 seconds.
well, Silvestri did get hit by Nelson or by
That's
Jones. So, oh, but he's making mistakes.
Let's take another look at this incident back here.
Oh yeah.
so
Oh, that was a nice recovery though.
Yeah,
Gotta say, Nelson, good job. Tip of the hat to that.
I mean, it was a bump. I don't want to throw too much blame on Jones with the way it looks like either he or the others are having connectivity issues. That definitely makes it hard to judge where someone's braking.
He might have been spooked.
Oh, we've got Bentley fighting the back.
So Nelson actually ended up ahead in that exchange, now up to fourth.
Picked up the
So
spot.
in a weird backwards logic round there. David James appears to be struggling to maintain the Bentley as he gets passed by, it looks like Jones.
And Nelson is tracking down Foster fast.
wonder if Foster might. No.
After that little off-roading incident, looks like Nelson got back in his groove real quickly.
Well, as we saw last season, Nelson is one of our best coolest heads.
Foster taking a real defensive line there, blocking off the inside.
I see. He does do that.
And Silvestri is falling down to 6th. What happened there? Did we see that?
Oh no. Yeah, so something just happened to Silvestri.
David Nelson around the inside of Graham Hill. Oh, what? Oh, yep. Oh, this is.
So
Jim
this is
Marco.
Silvestri.
Okay, I was really confused there.
No, he
That's
was already in
Clark.
6th at this point, so it looks like we might have missed it. I think, yeah.
Probably had something to do with that battle we were watching earlier.
Oh, who's in the Bentley?
That's James,
This is a
I believe.
replay. Oh!
Oh,
Sylvester, you had
Had
another issue. Oh man, when it
had a
rains it
kill,
pours.
Yeah.
So that's why Sylvester finds himself back in 11th now.
Yikes. So Foster is still held up
What's
Nelson
going so
through
well?
Surtees. Looks like he can put a little bit of time as that McLaren goes bouncing around.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 12 minutes, looks like, left.
12
Okay.
minutes to go. Let's do a little rundown. Obviously, we got Smith up front, got the lead. Foster and Nelson second and third. Looks like Hemian has raced his way up to 4th, kind of survived some of that carnage. Jones back to 5th. Then we get back to some of the guys we haven't talked about too much today. James, Bennett, 6th and 7th. Northrup, Kuna, Perugini, rounding out the top 10. Silvestri dropped back to 11th. Soares 12th. Picha 13th. And Palooka in 14th.
Wow, what happened to John Picha? He qualified 9th. And what happened to him, I wonder?
Did must have had some incident.
Oh, that's not good. Corner, well, I do like that Bentley still.
Oh no, David Nelson had a crash. Falling through the ranks, 6th, 7th, 8th. Nope, 6th. Sorry,
Let's watch a replay of this. Was it
Made a
heading
dive
up
on
the
Larry
inside?
Foster into,
Oh,
he
boy.
spun Foster into
Oh
Druids
no.
and just waited
And
for
was
him.
he? Yeah, he's waiting. Feels real bad about that one. You can tell. Fortunate for those two. David, gentleman as always, though. Is he waiting up? He's trying.
I mean, I think he's weighing how long do I wait?
Yeah,
versus
exactly.
how,
I think he was waiting,
know.
but if Foster has terminal damage or something, he's waiting back there. There's only so much you can do.
So that's
back.
not great. I mean,
Let's get
can we get another look at that? Yeah. So it looks like he dove to the inside.
He did. It was such a.
I don't know.
I mean, I think you would have to put the majority of that on Nelson, but it's not a bad incident. Not like he
Yeah.
rammed it up there.
That
Kind of
works.
just.
The stream is a little bit pixelated.
Mhm.
To me, it seemed that Foster tried to close the door when the door was already kind of wedged open, but I couldn't really tell that much.
That's not gonna show it.
Oh well.
Alright, here we
A
go.
little bit of. Luckily,
There
the
we
only
go,
damage
this will
appears
show
to
it.
be a little tap on the wall.
Yeah, just the smallest little tap there.
Yeah, that might have to be Nelson.
Alright.
Looking through the center of the earth now.
So Nelson has.
But
recovered.
already Nelson's made his way back up to 5th, passing Zach Bennett.
There's Foster. One has to wonder if he has any damage. He did have
might
a
have a
little
little
slap. Yeah.
He might have a little suspension damage. He looks to be falling to Zach Bennett ahead.
So let's see what
He
these
was
lap
three-
times look like.
He was 3 seconds down on Nelson, but now he's 5 seconds down about.
Okay, yeah, now he's putting in some flyers. Last lap, 25-2. It's about 8/10 under anyone else.
Ooh. Tipping one on Clark.
Cliff Hemian, meanwhile, up into 2nd. He's had a nice day moving forward. Like, I guess he was up there earlier, then he fell way back, and now he's reclaimed 2nd again.
Yeah, he's kind of just been watching the fight happen in front of him, and when the nuclear explosions start going off, he's like, "I'll take that." Picking up the pieces.
Speaking of sleepers, David James, up into 4th.
Yeah.
He's-
Qualifying 6th, so made a little run.
I'd say he's
Nope.
had a quiet day, but I don't think that's actually even true. We've been watching the lead fight, but I've kept an eye on him. He's been in fights further back in the
Well-
field most of the day. Just
Well, James and Hemian were fighting for a while. We didn't watch it, but I saw them next to each other a few times, with less than a tenth separating them
Yeah, well,
sometimes.
I feel every time we were watching a fight, you'd suddenly see in the background this green Bentley come flying around either in the grass or too wide or doing something, so he's had a busy day. Keeps moving forward.
That's what's important.
Looks like Nelson is still making some pace, down 2/10 from the last sector.
Foster is really dropping off
Or
on
up.
pace. I have to wonder if he took a bit of damage from that.
Well, that's what I was thinking, because, I mean, it doesn't take much to destabilize these cars.
Well, now that we've got a
Got some
little bit
trees
of a break
again.
here, let's take a look. This should be lap 1.
Oh, lap 1, wow.
This is
okay.
lap 1. We have a bunch of incidents to look over.
Oh,
A little bit of pushing in the back. Nothing wild. No, it's the same one.
Same thing.
And we asked what happened to Picha. I'm seeing later there was another incident with him. Perhaps this will tell us.
This is lap 1? Oh. Where is this?
This might be lap 1. Oh!
Oh, wow!
Whew!
Comes in and demolishes a
That'd have
McLaren.
taken a good amount of damage.
Was that Soares? Let's look at P12.
think
Was
so.
that Soares?
Be Palooka though.
Could be Palooka.
This is Palooka.
Oh, yeah, that's his
Yeah.
Palooka. He demolished Palooka.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Palooka?
Oh.
Oh. That kind of held
Palooka-
on to it. Until
Palooka
now
was
that
already
worked.
destabilized, so, I mean, it's kind of hard to put blame on anyone in particular, but that was a devastating hit.
How about this?
It's Nelson and Foster.
It's like this was earlier when these two were racing.
Just going around Graham Hill.
Alright, back to live. Maybe. There we go.
The more things change, Foster continues to fall. Now down 3.5 seconds.
You can see some nice skid marks there. Someone had an adventure.
Could have been me.
Alright,
Never know.
looks like the biggest race right now is David Nelson catching David James.
Indeed. There David is.
What is it with you Davids and always fighting with each other?
And Dave Jones up ahead.
This is Dave on Dave violence.
We've got a triple David fight going on.
It's David James, David Jones, and David Nelson.
I'm Dave, bitch, triple Dave rated.
What?
Okay.
I'm Dave Higgs.
We'll all be David.
You'll be Dave McCrae.
Yes, I'm looking at you, Dave Higgs and Dave Tobin. Also get Dave Butler and Dave Barker in here, so I can finally stop
Dave
mixing up the
Tobin,
names.
that was my dad.
Oh,
Really?
No.
Oh,
know my dad's
well,
name.
You don't know your dad's name?
No, only hosers do.
Boom. I guess it makes your mama hoser, unless she doesn't know his name. Dave
No,
Nelson
she's
going
definitely
around the
hoser.
outside of Dave James.
Well, he tried. He looked.
Backs out. Get a look.
So Nelson definitely has a lot of pace in him today, and it looks like I think he's closing on third a little bit. We'll see if we can get by fourth.
Gotta run.
Better yet, instead of changing their first names to Dave, let's just ooh on the inside.
All right.
Got forced off by.
I was gonna say he was not gonna make that stick.
I mean, we've seen a
we should-
lot of
instead
car control out of
adding-
Nelson
instead
today.
of changing their names to David, we should append David to their first names. So it'd be David Quinn Smith and David Cliff Hemian, David Jones, and David
this?
James.
Oh, this is that replay.
Dave.
Thought he had a later incident.
David,
Oh, there's the
David.
incident.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Foster, to bring
Oh,
this
yep.
up and make you feel worse.
Ayrton, you're muted, by the way.
Ah, I was on Discord. I was not in recording though.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, if there's any instance where Matt and I were repeatedly saying David over whatever Ayrton was saying, we apologize. We couldn't hear.
Dave Jones.
David
James.
Nelson.
Dave Nelson.
David.
I prefer my affidavit.
I was gonna say affidavit somewhere.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look around. Is that Surtees? Looks like.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Get fricked. David Matt.
David Higgs. Yes.
Would it be
sir.
Matt? Would it be Matt
This
David
is
or David
Hawthorne
Matt?
time.
Well, I guess I was muted so you two couldn't hear me earlier, but I was noting, kind of dating back to the back half of last season, and then
Whoa!
so far today, we've seen some exceptional car control out of Nelson when things start to get
Yeah.
a little wiggly.
Oh, good pass
Really
from
becoming a
David Nelson.
master of just controlling and saving things and keeping you on track without even losing time.
Yeah, we just saw it, David James. I thought he was gonna just make that Bentley as wide as it can be when he went off track a little bit, but Nelson stuck his nose in there and
Oh, here
made
we
it
go.
work.
So David Nelson is free into 4th. We've got to fight for 2nd and 3rd. We'll see if Nelson can track these two down then. I wouldn't doubt it. He's coming fast.
I can't read the timer. It says 1:35.
3:30. So we've
3:30.
got about 2, maybe 3 laps.
2.5 laps, 3 laps, I would say.
Yeah.
Depends on when the leader crossed the line.
Oh
Can't
man,
s-
you know Nelson is liking what he's seeing here.
Looks like Larry Foster is able to stop the bleeding, but he's still back in 7th.
Oh no, Nelson.
Oh,
goes
David
wide.
Nelson as he sees off. David James fighting David Nelson again. The triple David threat. Although he goes around the inside of Surtees.
He just made that look easy.
That was beautiful. That was graceful as hell. He's gonna have to go around the outside of Hawthorne though. That's not gonna be super fun. He's gonna make the dive maybe. Nope. Yes.
No, he's gonna have to get a run. If he wants to force the issue, that is.
Well, I don't know what sort of ballast what it's going to be up to, but Smith is now over 10 seconds out front of 2nd in a matter of about 10 laps.
Needs a ballast. Needs ballast.
We should implement a rule if you're too fast that you have to if you qualify up front by too much of a margin you get randomized, your position gets randomized, so you're like 13th or something. You got the special ESR randomizer rule. 13th, nice.
Ah. Is there a studio? Ah.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, you could just do it sort of like some races, a lot of races with pit stops in them, like, well, GT World Challenge has, if your stop is too fast, like by 100th of a second, you'd actually get penalized and move back. Similarly here, if you qualify too well, maybe you get penalized to the back.
Yeah.
Whose
Oh,
opinion is
someone
too
is
loud?
way off in the back.
Someone is way off.
Oh, that's Silvestri. Oh no.
That was Soares and
Silvestri and
Silvestri.
Soares.
Got a quick. Oh, okay, I'm not sure what
Oh,
happened there.
they
Those
came
two.
together. That
That
looks
move
like
from Torres.
That didn't look pretty at all.
looked like Soares had a terrible corner and Silvestri was coming in hot.
This is gonna give us a better view of what.
Oh, what was that?
Actually, I
the
think that's
two-
more of a racing incident.
I guess the two just didn't see each other.
I don't. I mean, he was right in front of him though.
Not sure what happened.
That's not looking good on Silvestri, but I can't say anything.
All right, Nelson's
Sure,
trying to
it's
have one more
also a small- I
chance,
think it's more.
and Dave Jones will have one more lap. He's using that Boatley, all it's got, making it wide.
HMS Boatley.
Do you think
He is the captain now.
Seems
Do you
wider
think
shot
if
features both.
you think if a Boatley and an M8 collided, it would cause a black hole?
Yes.
All that mass compressed into such a small space.
All right.
Who said it was a small space?
Fair.
You know, it's just one position here, but Nelson knows all too well what one position can mean over the course of a season from last season.
I mean, yeah, he's crawled his way up 3 spaces, but do you know what would be better? Crawling up your way 4 spaces.
You got fights everywhere.
Oh.
Foster.
Foster caught back up to Bennett. Wow. So he really got that thing back under control.
Yeah.
Because he was 3 seconds down at one point.
Alright, so out front, Quinn Smith takes the win. Let's see if these guys can do anything. Nah, not much after that.
Although,
Unless he gets a run.
He looks like he got a run out of Sterling's.
Oh,
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there's going to be a train
Hold on,
coming.
Okay. Alright, no, I think he's got it. He's got it. Oh, that was a heart attack
Foster.
and a half. Yeah, I think after that, Davis is going to be like, okay, alright, you know what, 5th. Fine, I'll be 5th.
get ourselves a
replay on the
this
last
thing.
lap. All right.
Just see what happened there.
So yeah, he got a pretty good run, but
Oh,
not good enough.
he got caught out by that
he
braking.
dodged. Oh wow, okay.
Again, good car control there to not hit him.
Yeah, and also, you know, that was the proper move. Like I've seen myself included.
Yeah, I've done that.
Dive to the inside, like to try to avoid getting someone. And
Yeah, if I brake too early and my brakes don't work, I just dive out of the way.
All right, a little quick Quinn rundown here. Mr. Quinn Smith takes the win. Cliff Hemian and Dave Jones on the podium. Great for those two. Then we've got
David Quinton for the win.
David James holds off David Nelson for 4th and 5th. Zach Bennett does hold off Larry Foster 6th and 7th. Northrop comes home in 8th, I think. I'm not sure. Is this a cooldown lap?
Jack Northrop.
This might be
Jake Northrop.
This might be finishing his race. Oh no, it's
cool.
over. It's over.
No, Palooka's done.
Kuna is in 9th and Perugini in 10th. Followed with
Perugini.
Soares
Perugini.
Silvestri, who had a rough race there after starting out so great. Picha and Palooka. But you know what? Not a single DNF. Even Palooka held until the end, kept running. We love to see that.
Matt, what's your favorite kind of pasta? I'm a big fan of Perugini Alfredo.
Oh, my favorite meal I think is chicken Alfredo. I do love me some chicken Alfredo.
Let's get some replays here.
Alfredo is the fattiest pasta sauce, but it's definitely up there.
It's the best.
I agree.
Don't know what happened there.
That was Silvestri and
Soares.
Soares.
Soares?
This here is.
Jones and
This
Nelson.
was the Jones and Nelson incident. Ooh, that slide.
Whoa, that was such
That
a
was
good slide.
Alright, we're
I
gonna
mean,
need to get an onboard from David Nelson.
Yeah. Oh, no, he was on it. He just got the move.
Kept it
I
out of
was
the
fantastic.
gravel.
Wall.
Fantastic. So,
And one last look at these two. Well,
They
it was
were
a
in
fun
the-
race.
They were in the wars for a while.
Yeah.
most definitely.
Alright, well, I
John.
enjoyed it.
Not
Yeah, it
me.
was very good.
Let's see where we're going next week. That will be somewhere. That
Nürburgring
will be
Nordschleife.
Hungaroring.
Hungaroring.
Hungaroring. Hungaroring followed up with Monza, Zandvoort, and Barcelona. Oh,
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
I can't wait for Zandvoort.
Zandvoort should be good. Monza should be fun. That was a good one last time. 3 wide, coming out Parabolica.
That was our first race, right?
Yeah.
I missed
There was
that one.
quite a bit of chaos.
Well,
But yeah, it was a fantastic race.
I had a good one. Do you
Might be
guys
a
have
battle
anything else to
going
say?
No, I mean, we do racing like this all the time. Join us, esr-race.org. We'd love
Can
to
I
have
join?
you. Even if you,
Do you have
no.
an Discord?
We might. Yeah, I think we do actually. Yeah, just find that at the esr-race.org website, or in the description of this video, probably.
Maybe.
Or if not, just give me a call. My number is redacted, and we'll have a good time. But yeah, I mean, even if you're not super into the sim racing thing, just come and say hi. If you like cars, we do a lot of talking and
Come
just
hang
chilling
out.
out. Come hang out. Sometimes play breakfast too.
Sometimes we do play.
On Friday nights.
It's true.
Sometimes we haven't done that in a while though.
It's true. All right, folks.
All right, Battle Angel Express, nice. Getting a little plug in there.
Maybe. Okay, well, we will see you
Alright.
next week at the Hungaroring. This has been Ayrton, Matt, and Cole. Let's say Cam or Mac or Ackham or something like that with the initials.
I like Cam. That's a word.
Yeah, Cam's a good word.
Yes.
Is that gonna be our ship name?
Also known as the American Movie Company, AMC. Gross.
Matt. What a way to end the stream. End it before it's too late.
All right, folks. Until next time. Adios.